Hello everyone, my name is Vanilla the Star Bunny, and today I'll be talking about a certain topic that's been buzzing everywhere. Artificial intelligence AI has taken the world by storm and is changing the way we create, communicate, and even commit crimes? But here's the big question I asked today. Can AI be moral? Can it be legal? Or is it just another tool we're misusing like any other technology? Let's break it down into three categories: immoral and illegal, moral and illegal, moral and legal. If you like today's video, please like and subscribe and comment down below, as this helps generate my video into the algorithms, funny enough, so that you guys can see this video and be educated, or at least develop your own opinion, or pretty much whatever you just want to get out of this video. Let's start with the darkest corner of AI, where it's both immoral and illegal.
Tonight, high school athletic director under arrest for allegedly framing a Baltimore principal with AI-generated audio.
On January 16th, 2024, at Paxville High School in Maryland, 3 teachers received a shocking email with a voice recording of their principal, Eric Eiswert, supposedly making hateful comments about the Black and Jewish community and school staff. The fallout was immediate. Eiswert was suspended, social media exploded, and threats got so bad he needed police protection. But here's a twist. It wasn't him. The FBI found out it was a deepfake, an AI-generated audio clip made to sound exactly like him. The person behind it? A coach named Dazhan Darren created a fake audio using the school's Wi-Fi and AI tools, trying to ruin the principal's life. After Eiswert launched an investigation into school funds, the coach admitted to it. He weaponized AI to defame someone. This shows how AI isn't just a toy. It can literally destroy lives when it falls into the wrong hands. Darren didn't have a criminal record before, but with a little knowledge and internet access, he was able to commit a serious felony. Some places decide to take this matter into their own hands by turning deceptive AI-generated media into a now crime-related case. Example that this has happened is in New Jersey. On the website AP News on April 3rd, 2025, Democrat Governor Phil Murphy signed a legislation Wednesday making the creation and dissemination of so-called deceptive deepfake media a crime punishable up to 5 years in prison, and establishing a bias for lawsuits against perpetrators. Not only that New Jersey is taking matters into their own hands, it's good that they do this, because another reason why AI can be bad is that AI, it feeds onto public or as well as private information that's used to train the software. And another reason why New Jersey, for an example, wants to tackle this more seriously is because of cases related to honestly, there's no safe word for this. Honestly, I think the safest way I can say this, it's cheese pizza, if you guys catch my drift. Yeah, so a lot of people are feeding AI very specific images of cupcakes where it's used to be generated to make photos. So so basically, some of you are probably wondering, how is this a problem? And if you are wondering why it, really do I really have to explain how it can be a problem? So because photos of people can be used to recreate anything they want, you can grab literally anyone and just edit any part about them. For an example, it's possible to grab one of your own people or peers that you know, scan through an AI generator software, and as well as telling the software to make them look more I think the safe way of me of saying this is fresh. You can literally, there's possibilities that this is a thing that's already happening, and there have been cases where the FBI has been cracking down on these kind of cases. So New Jersey is just one part of the America that has gone into this kind of subject. Other parts of America that has banned AI for these kind of situations are California, Georgia, Hawaii, New York, And other states that are currently being checked out, like Indiana, Louisiana, Minnesota, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Washington. I apologize to everyone if I mispronounced the word Minnesota. My bad on that one. But overall, these are some of the states that have taken actions into countering AI software to be used for malice purposes. Now, let's move into the gray area, where AI is used for good intentions but still breaks some ethical or legal boundaries.
The eureka moment came when he was experimenting with AI.
We were just playing around with the new update, and I'm like, what would happen if I put one of my drawings in there? Let's just see.
It looked great, nearly identical to the person he drew. Then he tried more. That's when he put 2 and 2 together. This could be used for suspect sketches. It starts with the victim describing a suspect to a forensic artist and a sketch being drawn. It's then put into an AI system for a more lifelike image. For our photo, we were able to make this sketch look something like this. Compare that to the real photo the sketch is based on.
There's a joke about me putting forensic artists out of business. I am not, because then I would be putting myself out of a job. What this is doing is you still have to have some artistic ability. You have to go in there, you have to have the similarities, the likeness of that person.
Now Goodyear Police is hoping this technology will help generate more leads to crack cases and deliver justice to victims.
As AI likes this is trained on millions of faces, like I've said earlier, scrapped from the internet, including social media, public posts, and even private accounts. Even if your Instagram is locked, your photos might still end up being used for AI systems without your consent. So while your goals of catching a criminal is moral, the method involves taking personal data without permission. Your face, your likeness, your private moments, all used without you knowing, and it's such a huge red flag privacy. Now, some of you are probably asking, oh, okay, well, for an example, yeah, like, you probably consented for this kind of thing. However, there's a certain issue when it comes with your consent and social media. So basically, what social media would do is that they would grab your photos from your accounts and then use that to train the AI to do its job. However, that's how they would train it, and it won't be till later where then they tell you that they're gonna keep using your photos to train the AI systems better. I think Instagram recently did this with their AI meta system, where they're able to generate photos with this kind of stuff. However, if you're someone who already made posts and you just don't consent, there's no way for you to log into the app without consenting to the term of service, either by the app updating by itself, or you having to click OK just to get into your own software, which sucks because at the end of the day, your photos are already linked to the social media platforms that they're already on. And some of you are probably asking, well, whatever is on the internet stays on the internet. Yeah, that makes sense. However, when it comes to situations like this, where you don't want your images to be used in this kind of perspective, when it comes to AI and deepfakes and all these memes and stuff, this in general wasn't a conversation 5 years ago. This is a thing that's rising now. So if you're someone who even has an old account, that itself has been pushed into the agenda of AI and its usage when it comes to the creation of photos or even videos, since now deepfake AI videos has become a stronger for an example, before the Will Smith eating pasta video looks like this, and now it looks like this. Okay, let's talk on how AI can be used both morally and legally. Over 14.5 million Americans suffer from depressions, maybe can't afford therapy, or are just too shy to ask for help. AI tools are stepping in the bridge to fix that gap. They can give motivational advice, create wellness routines, and even help users build healthy habits, all without breaking any laws. AI also helps students and creative people like me Like for me, like I am a inspiring, not only artist, music artist, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And sometimes I get stuck with writing. So when it comes to me specifically, like I have used AI to give me criticism on my writing as well as my vocabulary and all that other stuff. However, by me doing so, it doesn't replace my voice, but it just enhances my creativity by hearing all these recommendations for me just to add on to it. Imagine using AI to create a personal fitness plan based on your BMI and daily habits or to help manage stress that's powerful, legal, and like an actual ethical use of AI. Like that itself has already been changing lives. AI has been a hard subject for many people to dive under since a lot of people use AI for many different reasons when it comes to the creation of music, the creation of visuals, or just the replication of people's voices. Like for an example, on Drake's song, The Hard Part 6, he uses AI voices of Tupac, who is dead last time I checked, and Snoop Dogg. And like when it came to that, like that itself became like a whole argument of whether or not like what was the ethical reasons behind that, because if it seemed like inhumane or anything. AI is a tool, just like a hammer. You can build a house with it, or you can break a window. The real question isn't whether AI is moral or legal. The question is, how are we choosing to use it? Should we fear? Maybe a little. Should we embrace it? Absolutely, but with caution. We need rules, transparency, and ethical boundary. We need to understand what AI is capable of, both good and bad. And most importantly, we need to make the choice to use it for good. So I ask you this, the audience, the viewer, the listener, are you choosing it for good? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on more deep dives like this. This is VTSB, signing off. I'm hoping that's actually like a good outro.